Monty is dead, and now his trophy wife runs the company.
She owns it.
Congrats on the success of season 1, and what I've seen of season 2. I think the success is going to continue. So I have a few questions for you. The first being, if you guys could cross over with another Taylor Sheridan show, what would you love to cross over with?
To be in?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like Mayor of Kingstown meets Landman, or Lioness meets Landman. You know what I mean? Yes.
What about even like Wind River?
Oh,
let's go there, because that was such a fascinating, screenplay, and the way that he kind of, took on that world, and it was raw and it was edgy and it was vulnerable. I'm going there.
That's good. I also think like
Sicario.
Yeah, so that would be, but also like
Sicario.
Weirdly, because I loved 1883 so much. Like, how weird would that be?
I just realized we're done talking. There's a dog in the interview, and now that I'm fascinated by it.
Yes,
she's an angel.
Peel off the little mouse.
Listen, I love animals, and they make every day better.
You're 100% right. That's why she's here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, I distracted you, but
no, it's total. Again, I love animals. So one of the things, you guys have both been in a number of projects, and I'm really curious which previous role that you've done changed you as an actor or as a person from making that project.
Wow.
I mean, I mention often that for me, one of the most meaningful experiences was doing G.I. Jane. I think it was so impactful and transformative on so many levels. On a personal level, experiencing something of, stepping into something that was so masculine, my body changing, and being able to walk away and recognize that, that I had found this kind of external strength, but that I wanted to hold on to that and pull that within me, but I didn't want to wear it. So there was a lot of there's many more from that experience. Obviously shaving my head and just what the role was bringing forward, and this idea that, if a woman has the desire and has the skill, why wouldn't we want her doing what she does well? And this idea of a gender bias, really, doing something that was challenging that, and just really bringing the provocative question, to the forefront. And so that was very impactful and meaningful for me.
It's beautiful. You have so many. I mean, we could just do a full retrospective and just get the deep dive on each of them next time, please.
Sure.
I guess for me, maybe it's Legally Blonde, because it was the first time that I got hired in a comedy. And that, I was working with Robert Luketic, and Mark Platt was producing it, and, the cast was amazing, and Reese Witherspoon, they already kind of knew that world, but it was the first time that I was really trying it. And I think it was when I really realized, for me personally, how much comedy comes through character, and that it's not what's on the line, that's not the way that it goes. It's like embodying in every way who that character is. And that's where the laughs will come from. And so that was a big learning curve for me. And
do you feel like it also helped you to trust that part of yourself?
Trust that part of myself. 100%. And then I didn't do it for a long time, really, until this show. I haven't done it for a long time. And so that was something that was really, impactful to me.
Thank you for sharing. So listen, I hate asking generic stuff, but what do you guys want to tease fans about season 2? And do you guys have any scenes together where you get to play off each other?
We have one. We have one. Well, we have one where we're actually physically together.
Yeah.
Some is just kind of through, the phone. But let's just say this: we didn't get enough yet.
Yes,
we didn't get enough. I think there's a lot for Cami and Angela to give each other, but we haven't gotten there yet. Maybe,
I think that what's interesting is you're right that we talked about is that, with Angela, you have this emotional roller coaster who feels things so deeply and lives life, she doesn't care about the rules or what other people think about her, right? And she's so bold. And then you have Cami, who's the opposite of that. And then you get to see these two women that are fierce in different ways on the same show. And that's something that I think that we love and kind of connect with about, that's really cool about Taylor's writing is that he is writing women to be like fierce and powerful.
Yeah. And just with the layers of complexity that there's, that he's really creating very dimensional women. And we may start one place, but it may not be where we end up.
Absolutely.
There's always like more that unfolds.
And
one of the things, oh, sorry.
He's just also written in this season. There's just so many like heartbreaking moments, and it's just a very emotional season. And you really see that within Angela and Tommy's relationship and her family and her with her daughter and everything that Cami is going through. So this season has like a heavy heart on it.
So I love learning about like the behind the scenes of the making of a show or a movie. And I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this who will be curious, like, what do you think, if anything, might surprise fans to learn about the making of the show?
I would say there's a few things. One, the reality of how dangerous, even though this isn't in either of our characters, what our experience is, but I think the reality of how dangerous working on oil rigs is, like the skill it really takes and the risk is it's very real that when they leave for work, they may not come back. And so that's always, I think it's been such an interesting educational part of the show. In terms of answering your question about our behind the scenes experience, I think part of what translates on the screen is the actual honesty of how genuine the joy is that we all have of being with one another. Like we all truly, like enjoy going and doing things together, like, in our personal time and hanging out in between setups and, which I think really does make a difference for the kind of the connective tissue that the energy that comes through. And I think the same, you said this earlier about the crew, like it's such like a super supportive group.
Wasn't sure if you were adding anything.
Well, no, I mean, it's really, I mean, it's such a special thing, but the crew and the way that you can kind of feel the chemistry of the actors and you see it on the show, but it's because we put in the time when they call cut. I mean, like I'm there for Billy's off camera. He's there for the FaceTime if I need it. We all want to go out. We want to grab some dinner after. We'll go for a walk. I'll go, talking to Michelle about something she's going through, and we'll be sitting and having a glass of wine, sobbing to each other. Like we've created these relationships where it just adds so much depth to the characters. For sure. And I think that there's just so much care put into our show, and that's something that you can feel on screen.
I just want to say congrats on the show. I'm out of time. I hope you guys get a season 3. Good luck with your speed dating today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I've never heard it put that way, but I think you're so right.
Good.
It's what it is.